believe it. That's Clone Force 99.
This is Wrecker, Hunter, Echo, Tech, and Crosshair.
Obviously, we are different.
We're all you're getting.
Ha! We're all you need!
They call themselves the Bad Batch. Experimental Unit Clone Force 99. The defective clones with desirable mutations.
This is one meeting I don't want to miss.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dad Batch Podcast, episode 99. My name is Stevie Kicks, and I am one of your hosts today. And with us, as always, the other Dad Batchers, your space daddies. First up, live from the East Coast, he's all stocked up for the 4th of July, and he's got 2 hands to show for it. It's Brian Cook. How are you, partner?
Cheers.
Oh, man. Cheers, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
Right on.
2 hours till I'm a year older.
What? Is that because
Birthday? Wait for it.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Stay on target.
Is that because
Stay on target?
Just about broke my crosshair shoulder off there.
what you were only 1 day away from being born on the birthday of our great nation?
Yep.
It's incredible.
It sucks when you're growing up as a kid and your birthday is the day before the 4th of July.
Heard that, man.
Had some sad birthdays, let me tell you. Mom tries to throw a party. Everyone's on vacation.
But then you turn 21 and it's the greatest birthday ever.
Then it didn't matter.
Then you're like, woo!
Right on, man. Next up, when he's not busy chroming everything in his garage, he's squashing bugs and spreading liberty throughout the galaxy. It is John Rodriguez. How are you, sir?
Heyo, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well.
Am I doing that right? Is that what they do?
Liberty.
Yeah.
Or liberty. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Right on, man. How you been this week?
I'm okay. Just working.
We just saw each other just not too many days ago. The pod schedule has been off because when it's summertime, summertime, we get busy. And we were
summertime.
We got to Pabu last week. That was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. It's always nice.
What did you call it? Post pod?
No, Rami said it was post pod Pabu.
Post podcast Pabu.
P cubed.
That rolls off the tongue.
Post podcast Pabu.
You say pod. You don't say podcast.
Post podcast Pabu.
Pabu.
PPP.
Yeah, triple P.
Good.
All 3 P's were there.
Next up, this is my partner. Holla back at ya. It's Rami Shanaday. How are you, man?
I laugh every time because I never know which one you're gonna. I know what the list looks like, but I just never know which one it's gonna be. So.
I'm sad. That's the last one that I'm doing.
I mean, we don't have to stop. There was over 100 on the list. We could just keep going.
It's too stressful trying to choose one.
Because you're afraid of saying one you've already said?
Yeah.
But, well, the spreadsheet has a field for which date it was used on, so we can
we announce now, or do you want to wait until next pod of what the nicknames were? Because the guys never knew. The guys never found out the nicknames.
These guys never knew either. Yeah.
We only had like a handful of people.
This is episode 99.
I did find out. I Googled it a long time ago.
That's true. You did figure it out.
Yeah. I just don't
remember.
Okay. Are we going to tell the story?
Oh man, May! Hold on. May just dropped some
She just dropped it
Drop a
a
super chat.
$9.99 on episode
Nice.
99.
Nice. Thank you, May.
Thank you,
so
May.
sweet.
May.
Thank you, May.
Super chat.
So sweet.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
Okay, so are we going to tell the story about
Go for it, bro.
the origin of it? Okay, so last year, Steven and I were at San Diego Comic-Con, and we were looking at an art exhibit that was in like the lobby, like one of the banquet halls that's off of the lobby of the Marriott. And listener of the show that had some art exhibit that was on exhibit there had a piece that was based off of I think it was just Gus, right? It was just Gus. It wasn't both of them.
No.
So it was Gus, who was a character from the TV show Psych. And when Steven and I both had watched that show and thought it was funny, and we started joking around the way that Sean, with the lead in the show, always would introduce Gus, and he'd always make up some random name. And so we found online, literally, there was like somebody had archived out like the entire list. It was like 103 different names that he had used over the course of the show to introduce Gus, and it was always something just crazy. And so that is where that's where the origin of the names came from. So it was from the TV show Psych.
Yeah, every time they'd visit a potential like killer, or just like someone like a potential what do you call it?
They were
Suspect.
they were always solving a crime, so there was always some suspect. Yeah.
My name is Detective Sean Spencer, and this is my partner Verness Lambert Watkins.
Okay. Never watched that show.
So for the first three people, and I have the list. I won't say it now because those three people I want them to be surprised. But those the first three people that emailed us what the nicknames were from, they're gonna get a special prize. So watch your inbox, because a representative of the podcast will be reaching out to you shortly, getting that mailing address.
They
May dropped another $9.99.
dude.
Aw.
May.
Hey,
Please
happy
stop.
birthday, Crosshair. Your
Yes.
gift will be diamonds of sugar, but mixed diamonds of sugar. Ooh, very cool. I think we're gonna see
Super generous.
May at San Diego. I'm not.
I hope so.
mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, we saw her at the prop swap. We saw her.
Oh,
Wonderful.
and you know what? Last but not least, how can I forget? He's the two-part epoxy of our little squad, Joe Lar himself. How are you, man?
Good. What's up, guys?
I'm doing good.
More like the
all right.
JB Weld. He's extra
So-
strong.
What's everybody up to? What's everybody been up to since the last pod? Watch anything this weekend? Do anything special? Go anywhere special?
What did I do this week?
I don't remember.
I've been watching footy, playing footy,
Footy.
along with all the workbench stuff. Yeah, as usual. Another day in paradise.
I have been so into, and I'm surprised I totally blanked out last week when I was trying to remember what this was, but I'm like super into House of the Dragon right now.
Hmm.
So good. And I know
Is that
you
the
guys
new
are.
I need to watch it. No, I need to watch
Yeah.
it. I have Max, but I just haven't had a chance to watch it. And I will. I hear it's good. I hear
Dude, it's like,
the quality's better, right?
yeah. Well, the quality, the story it's a lot faster now. Because season one, they kind of set up, they took the whole season of season one, which I think was 10 episodes, to basically just introduce the characters and set the plot for what's going on.
For the
And in
next
season two, like, this is it. The first episode, you're dropped right into all the shenanigans of what's, classic Game of Thrones stuff. There's only 8 episodes this season, so every episode's been hitting. Man, it's just such good storytelling, such good writing. Like, I remember when the two writers for Game of Thrones, forgot their names, but they're so good. And then they just like totally like screwed up the final season. I mean, for lack of a better term, they screwed up the final season.
because they thought they were getting the
Game of
job
Thrones.
at They thought
because they were getting
Star Wars job.
yeah, because they were getting the job at Star Wars.
And then they didn't.
Because they were at Comic-Con Brazil and they literally said that like on
Oh,
stage.
yeah.
They were like, yeah, we just kind of gave up on that last season because we want to go do Star Wars now.
Ooh,
And then Star Wars was like, whoa, that's how you treat a franchise? No, thanks.
slow your
And
roll.
they just ended up with nothing. Now nobody wants to touch them. But it's a very good show. I highly recommend watching it. And then caught up on The Boys. Did you catch up on The Boys, John? Dude, you gotta watch it. It's so good. But yeah, I think that's all I watched. I'm excited for July 4th because Godzilla Kong comes out on streaming.
What? Oh, streaming. Yes. I'll
Is
watch
that Netflix or what? Max?
Probably Max.
Max. It's Warner Brothers, right? Legendary.
Raimi, how's
Try to
the oh, go ahead, Brian.
Oh, I was gonna say I tried to watch some other Netflix movie and I got halfway and I turned it off again. I'm like 0 for 2 on Netflix movies right now. It was
We need
called
some-
The Hitman.
We need some Hunter's hard drives because those like Crazy Samurai, that was good.
I mean,
Not
I can. Not today, obviously. I need to.
We need those deep cuts, man. We need those deep cuts back.
Yeah, there's some juicy ones that we haven't really spoken about, but
John's got footy to watch. His team is
yeah, this whole month has been a big.
Ethan, right? It's all focused on that right now for you.
No, it's the Copa America. It's kind of like the Euro, which is like
Okay.
all the European countries. Now it's all the American countries, and we're doing pretty well. So I've been very into that, but it'll be over soon in like a month or less. When we get into season 2 for us, is it season 2? 3? Damn.
3.
Yeah. So yeah, when we get into season 3, I'll have a few hundreds hard drives ready to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have some time off. I guess we should let the listeners know. Episode 99. This concludes season 2 of the Dad Batch podcast. We will be resuming our normal weekly schedule on August 7th. But we've got a few surprises for your feed until then. So we're not completely going dark. And of course, we have our live show coming up in a couple weeks. Couple weeks already?
Plan 99.
3 weeks.
Couple weeks, dude.
3 weeks from tomorrow is preview night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are all your guys' costumes ready for Comic-Con?
No,
Mm,
no.
Oof.
But
I gotta
we'll
start
talk about
working
it on
on
the
that.
workbench. There's things.
I've got major con crunch to do. Aside from the stuff that we have scheduled, I've got to order things off Amazon. I've got to finish building things for myself and for others. And oh man, con crunch is real.
Dang, that's a good reminder. I should probably start doing that because I got a lot of stuff going on over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
A little later on in the show, we're going to be announcing the winner of our Balin Skull lightsaber from our Instagram post.
Nice.
We'll be doing a live raffle on here.
All right.
So we've got some Workbench, like John mentioned. We got some Echoes news coming up. We've got an episode review of the Acolyte episode 6. So we'll give you
Wait,
fair sport.
Wait,
What?
I thought we're not doing it. We are doing it.
I think we are.
Some people haven't, because some people haven't listened.
yep.
Haven't
Just
watched.
so people.
I mean,
All right, people.
We'll
Sorry,
pause.
chat.
What I can do is I can move the episode review to the end of the show.
Oh,
But
they
whoever's
have
here in the chat is gonna have to deal with
That
it.
way,
it. Or they could
that
bow
way-
out.
Or they can mute it, right? Yeah, I guess.
That way, if anyone is listening on their podcast apps right now and they haven't seen the show, that's okay. We'll end the show, we'll pause it, and then we'll go into our episode review so
Then
we can
do-
catch up.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it'll be short.
I mean, people can pause it on the podcast. I'm talking about the live people. Sorry, homies.
The lives.
I've got a maker's choice that I've brought this evening, gentlemen. A maker's choice. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Haven't had that in a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Maker's choice.
Hey Raimi, do we have any information that we can give the listeners for what's going on in 3 weeks?
The week of San Diego Comic-Con?
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Nothing much.
Oh, no, we're not at all busy these days. So, yeah, on the week of San Diego Comic-Con on, let's see, Thursday, which is the 25th. That night we've got the bash, the all club Star Wars bash put on by the Imperial Sands Garrison and the sister clubs in the San Diego area. There's a lot going on here. Let me get my notes pulled up. I should have been ready for this.
Joe, do you know if there's tickets still available to that?
I believe so. And yeah, there's actually a really good lineup. I know when Raimi finds his notes, you could probably kind of do some of the guests that are there. But there should still be plenty of tickets if you want to sign up and grab some.
How do people get tickets for that?
So Steph just dropped the link.
Yeah, Steph.
For the Eventbrite.
Bosnian prom.
There it is.
Bosnian prom.
Cool. So you can go visit the Imperial Sands Garrison Instagram, which is Imperial Sands Garrison, or you can also visit Hosnian Prom's Eventbrite page, which is hosnianprom.eventbrite.com.
Or go to our YouTube, and I think the comments will have this right in the comments. This link that,
or you can click on any of the links on our socials.
Yeah,
they're not a virus, we promise.
So yeah, so tickets are still available. With the coupon code CT99, it will reveal, like, it'll get you
99% off.
It'll get you $10 off the general admission price. So we've got, I mean, there's a big lineup. So there's going to be during the Cantina hour, there's going to be singing from Jeremy Russell. We've got DJ Rue is going to be there. There's going to be the core dance crew is going to be on hand for some dance performance stuff. And then for the bulk of the evening, we've got they're normally the flux capacitors, but when they do Star Wars events, they're the force capacitors. So they're like an 80s cover band. So it's going to be it's all going to be 90s themed stuff. And so special guests, we've got the Knights of Chem, who I think will also be making an appearance the next night at Mosh Isley. Danny Cooksey, Leilani Shu, Daniel Romero, Roy Ross, Chris Bartlett. Group of guys called the Dad Batch are going to be there. So it should be pretty fun. Again, this is it's like a 90s prom is the vibe they're going for.
And this year they're serving like a decent, like a really good meal this time. Last year it was mostly just drinks and appetizers. This time they're actually gonna do a lot more, so you get more for your dollar.
Is it an open bar?
It's catered.
That I don't know. Last year it was. This year I don't remember.
How much are tickets?
Price is not here. You would have to go to the website to see which tickets are still available. Right. I do know that there's going to be droid races and Sabak.
Oh, really?
So when I'm not playing Sabak, which I will gladly, we can't play for money, but we can bet other stuff. There's also going to be raffles that are going to be open to everybody. I'm super stoked to win one of the HasLab helmet stands.
Oh,
those things.
I won a helmet one year at one of those.
Those are premium. They got raffles from Heroes and Villains, box
H&V rep.
Yeah.
Oh, $150 is probably open bar.
Yeah, $115 a ticket. I think it is open bar.
Yeah, it should be.
If you use the coupon code CT99, it's $105.
Dude, if anybody out there saw pictures of the prop swap but couldn't make it, they're gonna have a life-size Droideka droid there.
Oh yeah,
that thing's huge.
It's massive.
It's really big.
Huge.
That's life size.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the
photo with it?
Yeah. Did you see the Hot Toys one that came out recently that they revealed? It's basically, it stands as tall as a super battle droid, which is basically how tall this thing was. So
I guess so. Yeah,
it's life size. Yeah, crazy.
When you see them on the TV screen, they're not that like intimidating, and then you see one in real life, and you're like, whoa, yeah.
Imagine that,
especially if it had shields.
Yeah.
Awesome prom. Is that it for Thursday?
That is it for Thursday. Then
Welcome
on
to
Friday.
Problem.
So Friday
My
is
home away from home.
Here's your drink and enjoy the reunion.
Okay, so Friday is the Star Wars Day, and so earlier in the day, I don't know exactly what time. We'll put it out on the socials when we're all kind of ready to go. But the Dad Batch will be in full season 1 Bad Batch inside the convention. So I know at some point we're going to be making an appearance at the Heroes and Villains booth. We will be around. We're kind of hard to miss when we got all of us together. So it should be pretty easy to find us, especially if you're in the Star Wars area of the con. So, so we'll be in that costume, and then you're going to want to get over to meeting room or panel room 7AB by at least 5 o'clock. Honestly, there's Star Wars content in there all day long, but at 5 o'clock we've got the 501st Legion panel, or I guess is it an all clubs panel, Joe, or is it just the 501st?
It's the Imperial Sands panel, but we're representing the 501st.
Got it. Okay. So yep. So Joe will be our very own Tech.Bad Batch will be one of the panelists for that event, and then immediately following that in the same room, from 6 to 7 in room 7AB. So the Dad Batch podcast family reunion will be there, and anybody that's been to one of these before kind of knows what to expect. If you do plan to show up, make sure you bring whatever's on your workbench. Come prepared to talk about whatever is at the front of your mind in the news, and get ready to have a good time. So the Dad Batch will be there ready to talk to you, because we try and use those opportunities to see you, not necessarily the other way around, because you guys see us every week.
And bring a big bag for all the free stuff you're going to win.
Yeah.
Room 7AB. It's on the second floor on the right side of the sales pavilion.
Can't miss
So
it.
if you've ever been to Comic-Con, it's up on the second floor, usually where you pick up your badges. It's on the right side of that.
Correct. Yep.
Right.
So yeah, and again, like that's the same room that's got like Star Wars stock, like or any of the official Star Wars stuff. So like Hasbro's in there earlier in the day. Like there's usually a high-end collectibles panel, like with Kotobukiya and Sideshow and Hot Toys and all those guys. DK Books typically has a Star Wars book publishing panel earlier in the day in the same room. So if you like Star Wars, like a lot of us do, that might be a good room to hang out in pretty much all day. And between each panel, you can kind of move up a little bit. So if you want to be like in the front row for the Imperial Sands panel or the Dad Batch panel, show up to one of those earlier ones, and you can work your way up throughout the breaks between the panels in the room. That's what Steve and I always do. So we're up front for the Hasbro one.
And then right after that, Raimi, what's after the panel?
Right after that, we are all heading over to Mosh Isley. So, everybody that I think tickets are still available for that. So go to moshisley.com.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, John?
You okay,
I was
John?
gonna say, I don't know if they're sold out or not. Yeah, I have no idea.
I haven't heard that they are, although I'm pretty sure they're getting close to being sold out. So, yep, Steph already dropped the link in the chat. There we go. So yeah, and we're not going to be in our Bad Batch suits all day. We've got that earlier in the day, and then we're going to change into something a little more comfortable, but still Dad Batch style for the panel, and we'll be wearing the same thing over to Mosh.
Oh, crap. Are we still doing that?
What?
Wait.
I got you. I have it.
Oh no, I was thinking about the bash. Are we still doing the bash thing?
Yeah.
That's
easy.
The thing?
Yeah, the gimmick.
The guy about the thing. Yeah.
We doing the gimmick?
Easy.
You know what's?
I got to add that to my.
When we wear
slot.
the Bad Batch costume season 1, like we haven't all worn that season since Celebration. Anaheim.
I'm excited.
Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
So this will be the second time we've all worn it together, and might be the last time where we're all that costume all together. That might be the last time.
I'm gonna be like Red Guardian.
Someone
still fits.
Still fits. Gonna plan 99 it.
Yeah.
Raimi, do you remember our last? Do you remember our last appearance as the Biff Band?
Ooh, was that
smashed?
That was at Paul Biani when you smashed your instrument.
Yeah. It was our last appearance.
I was there
as the Biff Band, and it was so hot, and I was so miserable with that ball sack on my head. And I just after we were done doing our performance, I just smashed my instrument like a rock star. I'm gonna do that to my record costume.
Oh
no!
Smash it!
Don't do that.
Just give me the helmet. You can.
Here comes the boom.
No.
resin pieces everywhere.
Season 2 is acceptable. Season 1
Yeah.
lives on.
Yeah. Season 1 forever.
And then I think on Saturday we've got various costumes.
There's
things
more?
going on, but nothing that's necessarily. Yeah, well, you're on the hook for something on Saturday to go along with my something on Saturday.
Oh, there's more.
Dude, yeah. So
John's got-
can we
John's
officially
got-
say yeah. So okay, Thursday, we don't have anything planned, right?
Thursday's
No, we
just
do.
Thursday's just
Internal stuff.
the bash at
Bash?
night plus whatever we've got.
We have a
Well,
lot
the-
of stuff
the-
going on. We
the
do.
the
but-
best. I mean, costume wise.
Correct.
We don't have a plan. No.
The only thing we have is the bash itself.
Correct.
Thursday.
Yes.
And Friday is Bad
Bad Batch.
Season 1.
and then Mosh Isley.
Correct.
Yes.
Saturday, Raimi and Steven are doing. I'm sorry, and Brian as well.
And Joe?
You two and Joe?
No.
No,
Come on,
he's
Joe.
like, no.
I'll send you the
No,
link.
I-
Well, that-
There,
No,
there are other people involved with this other thing though. But so yeah,
Alright,
so I'll be
Raimi,
in the Joker.
Yeah.
I'll be in the Joker, so that we've been talking about, and we'll have some other appearances with us with the Joker that go along with it. I don't know.
Hey, you want to be in the Joker gang? Message me. Send you
Yeah.
the link.
Yeah,
And
There's
John,
time.
you
You
got
want-
something going on
yeah,
Saturday
we,
too, right?
We've got jackets.
Yeah. So Saturday we're gonna be debuting our Helldiver stuff. Yeah.
Raimi's
Yeah.
gonna be the Joker Helldiver.
Well, no.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna let
Well,
Raimi have fun.
We'll see what happens there.
With Brian and Steven for a while, and then he can join us later if he wants. No pressure for real. Like if you're
No
having a ball,
press.
keep having it. But yeah, we're gonna with David, Julio, Adriel, and Raimi, we're all gonna be hell diving together, and that should be great.
Spreading liberty.
Yeah, spreading
juice.
everything.
Sunday will
And
be
then
dead.
Sunday will probably
We'll
be
be
dead.
dead.
Yeah,
Yes, that.
Plan 99.
Yep.
But that's it. So there it is, recorded.
And that is San Diego Comic-Con week.
I'm
In a
already
nutshell.
tired.
Just coffee.
I'm already
IV.
tired.
Just
Right.
Did you guys understand that it starts like the weekend before for us, right?
Sunday when Brian flies in.
keep
Well,
up this energy. You'd have me
I
come
won't-
in early. So
I won't be there on Sunday, guys. FYI,
That's okay.
just let you know. Okay, that doesn't interfere with anything, right?
No,
No,
but
because
I'm just saying
I
we're
know
gonna
this is
start.
not-
We're gonna
Because the
finalize
next day
building.
the next day we're all going north, right?
I'm gonna
Okay.
be.
Yeah, Sunday I have a wedding to attend.
Oh,
That's-
congratulations!
It's not me.
I'm gonna be at Joe's
not
pool.
me. Yeah.
Probably bring my speedo.
All right,
And
All right.
Joe's pool.
We're
all right.
You don't cowboy hat,
bring the
Yeehaw.
thong, dude. But the thong.
bro. Back, Brian.
Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. If you'd like to show your support for the show, pick up an exclusive Dad Batch podcast shirt and some stickers.
And thongs.
Dadbatch.com. Your purchase directly helps make this show possible.
This garbage is nothing like clone armor.
Looks a little tight on you, old man.
Yeah, at least I know how to wear it.
That's right, everybody. It's time for the weekly workbench. All right, gentlemen, who is working on what?
He's like, oh,
Ooh.
Oh, what happened to your eye?
ooh,
dude?
what
Did
happened
you
to your
break,
eye?
did you
bro?
drop your
broke it.
Mando helmet?
Did you
break it on
break that,
purpose?
Brian?
Yeah, I broke it.
You're missing a piece
Drop
off
that?
your visor.
This is a Gaucho props by Alpha Ignition.
Mm.
Yeah, you showed it to
Yeah.
us last week and it didn't have a hole in the front.
I know I've dropped it. I gotta fix it.
No, he didn't drop it. He didn't drop it.
Put some
Explain-
big fake eyelashes on it, like on one side.
Oh, like a big,
People.
like the
Let
people
people
used to
use
put on
their
their old
imagination.
on the
Yeah, on the old
Beetles.
Volkswagens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, go ahead, Brian.
What?
Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I just a little bit of work. I just cleaned it up and then made it dirty.
Oh, so that's the color.
That's where it's at. So it's in process.
Okay.
So I gotta match the armor that's over here. You can't see it, but that's.
I mean,
what
it
the
doesn't
armor
have to
is.
match,
Um.
but I guess for what you're going for, it does.
Yeah. The concept that I have, it's got to.
Is this going to be for Dragon Con?
I mean, it's
Gotta
just been
be.
something I've been piecing together for like 6 or 8 months. So
Isn't Dragon Con Mando themed?
Yeah,
For-
I got my Dragon Con helmet right here.
oh, so there we
Mhm.
go. I guess that solves that.
Yeah,
Got a deadline.
No, because Mosh and Atlanta is Mandos.
Oh, perfect.
That's the whole thing. Yeah,
Deal. I'm
Raimi,
gonna-
you have time to make an alternate helmet, so you don't break your rangefinder.
My rangefinder
My-
comes off.
My whole Mando. You're not even gonna see me at Mosh because I'm just gonna be in the corner and you're not even gonna see
You're gonna
me.
be all dark and
I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like our pictures with Dee and Michelle at Star Wars
Camel
Celebration. You're all, where's Brian?
Camouflage in the
Oh,
He's
nighttime.
right there.
there he is. He took his helmet off. Now I can see him. That's it.
funny.
That's all I got.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, like Brian said, I have my Mando ready for Atlanta. If I am able to go, which I should Atlanta. But what I've been working on is, so I have officially one more costume to make. One more Helldiver costume to make before San Diego Comic-Con, and it's for everyone in my group per se. I have 3 ready to go. So I literally have Raimi's left to make, actually. So it shouldn't be, next 2 days we'll knock it out. But that's cool. So I can deliver that off to everyone, and they can start working on theirs and be ready in the next couple weeks, because it's a lot more than just the armor. There's plenty of stuff they need to attach and stuff, whatever. But yeah, so I'll get that to you, Raimi, by the weekend, hopefully. Yeah.
No problem. I know where to find.
Yeah. We're a stone's throw. What else? Oh, and I've been working on these gauntlets, these Jedi gauntlets. I don't know if I mentioned it last week. I don't know if I was working on them yet. But Commandlian FX has these awesome files. And while to me, they're more like generic Jedi gauntlets. They don't have to be specific to that master, I guess, if you want to make your own costume. So that's how I'm looking at them. They're like, oh, they're just Jedi gauntlets that look really cool. But I've been printing those and painting those, and I just printed Yords, which are pretty unique too. They look cool. Yeah.
I have a question on behalf of a listener. Are you selling those?
Oh,
yeah, making them and selling them.
So it's a bit of work to make them and then try to sell them. So I'd rather have someone be like, "Yo, I want a set," and I'd be like, "All right, you want Yords or you want Master Souls?" And then I want this one or that one. Cool. And then it takes me a few days. It's not like super long time, but
Got it.
It's still a few days between clear coats and
they're like,
metallics.
no, I don't want yours. I want mine. Like
Yords.
Hey.
No, you don't get Yords. You get Souls.
Custom ordered.
bespoke.
Well,
does Yords come complete, or is it snapped in half?
It's broken in half. Yeah. No. Yeah. No, but I'd love to do like gold versions or like tarnished versions with like the alcohol, flicking whatever,
Or blood splattered on it because
blood,
they die.
just bloody like fists, I guess. Whatever. That'd be cool. But those have been really cool. I'm gonna do Yords next, and I might do it like gold or something. I might do a different color. Yeah. What?
Oh, you said you're gonna do yours next. I asked who's.
No, he's gonna do mine.
Yord is it? What's his last name? Torben? No, that's the other guy. Yord. It was
The
some
Destroyer.
He had a last name. I don't remember it.
Your mama.
Yord
Yord
Mama.
Yord Moma.
Your mama.
Oh, Yord. It's Yord with an E at the end, I think. Anyway,
Yord
yeah,
of the
that's
Ring.
it. That's it, pretty much. Yord of the Ring.
Yeah.
Fandar. There it is. Yord Fandar. Boom. Thank you.
Okay, what am I working? I got it. It's on the floor here, so I got to pick it up, and it's in pieces. So give me a second.
Radnaff.
Fender.
Yord.
Last week during this segment, when I was in Raimi's place, there was so much stuff to like
Oh yeah.
play
you were
with. I was
distracted.
so overwhelmed.
He said you're.
He has too much.
Oh, careful, Raimi! Don't drop it.
Oh, that was
Don't drop
dangerous.
Don't drop it.
So for what apparently blue painter's tape does not stick to ABS at all, because it just
No.
literally falls apart. You guys are all saying that like you knew this, but it sticks to everything else. I don't know why it would stick to the. So I've got the Rocketeer jetpack here, almost completely reprinted. This is a newer set of files. Part of the reason why it's held together with tape at the moment is because all the rivet holes that are on this, instead of it being part of the model, there's going to be actual metal rivets holding it all together. And that's what actually holds it together. So it's a mix of pieces. The white pieces were printed in ABS on the bamboo, which can handle like the higher temperature filaments like ABS. So it prints a lot hotter than the normal PLA that we would use, but it sands like butter. It sands so smooth. Like just like I think all the business with the filler primer and all that stuff is going to be out the window with this. I don't think I need to do it.
Yesterday's news.
And then the gray pieces, like you see a couple of them here, and I've got other pieces that just were too precarious to put on top, like the nozzles on the top. Those are going to be all done in resin off the Jupiter. Now, unfortunately, there are pieces that I printed, and I had to print like 24 of these little things. And so I just threw like, I don't know, 36 on the plate and just said print, whatever. I didn't actually notice that they didn't all make it on. And so when I went to print the next thing, and it failed. And then I went to look and see what had happened. And I realized there was something stuck on the screen.
No.
Oh, no.
And it broke the screen.
FEP, bro.
Oh, no.
So I have since extracted, you can see like that's where
it cracked it.
That's where it happened. There is
so when the build plate went down,
there's a physical dent in the screen right there. Now it's interesting. Like I ran a test on this, and it actually prints like the screen. The image looks fine. However, that spot is never going to successfully print anything.
So, you could lay files around it
if I wanted to. Yes, but I don't want to waste my time with that. It's too hard to like figure out in the slicer software, like where is that spot at or whatever.
It's just the center back. Yeah.
So now I got one of the original first gen Kickstarter Jupiters. They don't sell that anymore. They sell what's called the Jupiter SE. I went to go look for a replacement screen. For this thing, and they don't sell them anymore. So we did a little bit of digging, and once I finally got a closer look at this, and I looked at, they do sell a replacement screen for the Jupiter SE, and it appears to be identical. So I ordered one, and we're going to try it. And if it doesn't work, then I'll. And in the meantime, I did email Elegoo customer support, and they actually sent me back a note, and they said, "Hey, listen, just let us know. We will create a custom invoice for you, and we'll pull one out of him. And we'll take care of you."
Damn. Cool.
So they will take care of it if this other thing doesn't work. So
that's good.
So go ahead.
No, go for it.
No, I was gonna say what was really cool with the new I think it was the Mars 5 and the Saturn 4, Elegoo's new resin printers. They have a feature on there that has resin detection and interference detection.
Yeah, they were talking about this.
Yeah, there's a thing that even smaller than a grain of rice, the plate can now detect like if it's stuck on the screen, and it won't let you continue. It'll say like,
wow,
clean the screen.
They said that it's based off the surface tension of the resin. So like it doesn't even have to make contact with whatever it is that's in there. It like just literally like touches the top of the resin. It's like, nope, there's something there. I'm out, and backs up.
That's
so
cool.
I as an engineer, I am actually confused at how that works.
It's intriguing, yeah.
So
Ramey, for your Rocketeer pack, are you going to paint it and then assemble it after?
It's going to be kind of. It'll be in 3 pieces, basically. The 2 side tanks, and then like the guitar shaped thing in the middle. Those will all get alumolustered, and then we're gonna do the Chrome and Go treatment on it over at John's, and then I'll rivet it all together after that. I mean, I'll look at it. If the rivets. If we decide that the rivets need to be painted, then maybe I'll put it together first. I don't know. We'll see.
It's supposed to be gold, right? Are you going to use?
Nope. It's chrome. Except for the very top of the
gold.
Here.
His helmet's
gold. Watch that movie.
So on top of each rocket are these parts. So there's this, and then there's this piece here as well, and this is what like the little around this. But it's super detailed. This is the plug-in. or what broke the printer. And if I can find the key, there it is. And then, but then this piece that goes on the top, this is gold.
Just like Madonna's bra there.
But to make it match the helmet, which is also gold, which is just right off the screen here, I'm going to use Rub and Buff for that.
Ah, cool.
So it'll get painted black, and then it'll be Rub and Buff over top of that.
Awesome. Good old Rub and Buff.
Yep. But I want it to match the gold that's already on the helmet, which is that's how I did that.
Which is Rub and Buff. Cool.
Yeah. But I mean, the helmet, it looks legit. So
I gotta look.
Dude,
at that.
that's
yeah.
cool.
See, that looks. Which I was gonna say, I thought in the movie it was. I don't want to say bronze looking, but it's not like chrome gold. It's
there's a specific Rub and
like
Buff
a
gold
matte.
that's for this, and that's what it is. Yeah.
That's so cool,
Dude.
Is
But
that
a
hot
chrome
glue
one
for
would be
weld
sick.
marks.
I did those weld marks with the hot glue gun. That was the first time I did it.
Heck yeah, I love it. That movie's so great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because the model didn't actually originally have the welding marks on it, but they were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That's it for my workbench. I'll keep everyone posted on the screen situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when Rami and I went to the Rapid TCT event last week, we were talking to one of the 3D printer companies that sponsored us in the past. We were just talking to them about, future projects, and they were kind of showing us new products that are coming out, and they tested one of these new 3D scanners, and we'll release video of how that came out soon. But I just wanted to show you guys something really quick.
Oh my god! Welcome to the Dad Bash.
Yo, that's amazing.
So
does it come with a voice chip? Can we push a button and it says hello and welcome?
Hello,
dude. That is so creepy.
That's creepy.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's
Steven,
I would have so much fun with
a
that.
3D.
Can you send us all one of those?
Well, I'm gonna make once we cut the video of me getting scanned and promote the product for that.
That is crazy.
For that manufacturer, we're gonna be releasing the 3D file of me.
Wait, is that
Can we modify it so
But
it
now
becomes
we can,
a
Yes.
Yeah, wait. Now we can print
Oh.
Steven's head, and then we can also make casts of Raimi's head.
Yes.
So
dude?
that's two
We
now.
need to
wanna make
modify
a-
these files.
I want to make a mask of Steven.
I
and
watched
wear it.
her do this. So for
I'm gonna resin
FYI,
print Steven's head.
she scanned Steven's entire body. She scanned him, all of him. So there's more than just the
that's
head.
Invasive.
Yep.
It only took 2 minutes, by the way, for the entire scan.
That's pretty crazy. I
Dude,
think that's
I
maybe a
feel
little
like
more
you-
than 1-to-1.
Like,
maybe like-
I see a
his
record
grand-
display in
Look at
your
Steve.
future where
I can't
it's
call
your
it Steven.
head.
It's Stefan. It's
It's crazy because I've never.
Stefan.
We need to Sharpie a mustache on it,
Like
and make it
Family
Steven's
Matters.
evil brother.
Yeah, put
I
some
don't know
glasses
if
on him or
I'm
something.
excited
Modif-
about this or creeped out. I
it's
can't
creeped out, dude.
decide.
Modify it with put it like a glizzy holder. Like
That's so weird.
Oh.
Give
Dude,
him a
pierce
kiss.
his ear, get him a head tattoo.
oh,
This-
dude.
It's
scanner-
really nice, but okay. The most important thing is that it's really nice to now have a 1-to-1 scan of me in digital form, so that I can actually when I the first thing I did before I even cut this up and printed it
It's so
was
weird.
I took the record files and I put them on top of my scan in Mesh
Oh.
Mixer.
Yeah, that's the
And
jam. Right?
dude, it was it took me a minute tops to start scaling all the armor perfectly.
Yeah.
And I don't have to because now if I print a helmet, what I do is I go into the slicer program and I get a ring that's usually a slice of the bridge of my nose or my ears or whatever, and I print just that part of the helmet, and then I see if it fits me, and then that's how I would scale something. But now I can just do it all digitally. I don't have to think about it.
You could print your whole self and then paint it, dress it, put it in a chair like you're sleeping, and then the fam comes in and they're like, oh, dad's sleeping, leave him be. And then you're at the toy store or something.
These are the casino.
Just put a voice box in there, a little webcam.
driving
Or
a
better,
carpool
or
lane.
better yet, that's how you can join Zoom meetings for work, Steven. And like when they go to talk to you and they're just like it won't respond, it won't move, and they'll be like, "Oh, his video is just frozen," and then just go on.
He's frozen.
There it is.
Oh, this is so messed
There
up.
it is.
This is so weird.
That's great.
We're gonna do the pod one day, and it's just gonna be Steven's head, Ramey's head. They're not there. It's all recorded.
Gosh.
That's
Do you guys
Oh.
want the copy of me? I mean, should I even post that or
dude.
Yeah,
is that weird?
Yeah, I think.
I'll print one.
Yeah,
I'll print a half scale one.
I honestly here. Okay, you know how like they'll have those things where like people get a bunch of Black Series helmets and that like each person paints it some way special and it's like a whole art project thing. I think we
I'm
need
gonna
to have
paint
like
mine
this.
chrome, yeah.
We need like the Steven project. We need the Steven project, and everybody can just download the STL of Steven's head, and
Oh,
everybody paints
man.
it differently, and we'll do a little art exhibit somewhere.
I'm gonna charge for my STL, and then
It
Yeah,
should be
just
a
make a-
Patreon exclusive.
yeah,
Make a bunch of them and
If
put
you
them
subscribe,
on.
you get
think-
hide them
get
in
head
different boxes in the
Steven.
con and whatever in different
I
places.
think John just wants to put a hot dog in your mouth. So
I'm gonna drill a big old glizzy hole.
It's a glizzy holder.
Glizzy holder.
Put a
As well as
cigar
bottle of
there.
wine too. Yeah,
Put a glizzy.
bottle of wine.
That's one of the most oddest things I think this group has printed. It's got to
Ahead of themselves.
Oh, I get it. Oh my god! And then the filament color of choice. It's so awesome. It's shiny. You look like the Terminator.
Oh, it's
T1000.
Yeah.
It's S1000.
Yeah. Making stuff. So I was helping Meganeth, David with his TK. That was probably like a week ago, and then I started finally working on some of the Boba armor, like painting. So took a stab at the paint, and I didn't like the way I was weathering the helmet. So the armor's fine, but I started doing the helmet, and I had to start over. I didn't. It didn't feel right. It didn't look right. I wasn't
Strip
happy.
it?
I'm stripping it right now. Just gonna go back to bare bones, raw
just
dog.
sanding it down, or
No, so I have some goof off to kind of melt it away.
yeah.
And then it dried it, and then now I have a blade, and I'm just kind of the blade's like just slicing right through it.
Yeah.
I just gotta keep hacking at it and start over. But yeah, I'm
Right.
taking my time with this, so I'm not worried about it.
Probably put some paint stripper on it too. I don't think that would eat the resin away.
No, the goof off melts it. It
Works
literally
good.
melts.
Cool.
It works perfect. Yeah. It
Yeah.
just oozes. It just makes a mess though. That's the only thing. So I
It's
gotta
gross and smells and toxic.
very toxic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been super busy, so I haven't been doing a lot of Star Wars and costuming. But yeah, gonna try to troop some more. We got the Padres baseball game with Star Wars night, Star Wars weekend. That's coming up on this Sunday. So hanging out with the garrison, rocking the TK with the voice. Got to do the voice when you're doing the TK.
gotta.
Got
With the
to do
people.
the voice.
Yeah.
With the people. Dude, the people love it. Yeah. But yeah. So
I gave
Not
David crap that you guys didn't finish that TK. He was like, "Here's what we finished," and it was like half it. I'm all, dude, your skill set with Joe, you should be done. Like a day. It
well,
takes a day.
yeah. I mean, we were taking our time, dude. And you know me. I don't rush through things. I don't rush through anything really. I take my time.
Well, it's not rushing, really. It's
Yeah.
utilizing your skills.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one more weekend we'll have it done, but I just need to find time. And
Yeah,
so much happening on the Laura
he's
side.
not capable of doing it either. So it's
Well, he's super busy too, dude. So it's like, dude, David, that guy, he's so good with detail and so good with like being meticulous and like that. And then everything. he
Speaking of
touches-
that, David,
that?
because so we're supposed to make costumes that are all the same, these Helldiver costumes, and he's like, I'm gonna put physical scratches in, and then he puts a Lumiluster on the helmet. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like all of us are doing like basic stuff to look the same, and he's like, well, so his is like this beautiful, like above and beyond. I'm like, dude. So yes, a lot of detail. Yeah.
10 feet away. No one will know.
Or is he? He's in the chat. He's
Yeah,
in
He's-
something.
You're just mad because he's gonna outshine you.
No,
He's
no,
a-
no. I'm
he's
trying.
gonna
It's
be
supposed to look like a
the
unit.
hero
It's
Helldiver.
supposed to look like a unit, like a team, and then it's gonna be like us all whatever normal, and then him all shiny and
David, if
beautiful.
you're listening to this, just
there
make
he
sure you
is,
stand in
see?
the front middle.
He just
I'm
wrote
gonna
cunt.
cry about it.
Yeah.
Every
Looks like
time
someone's
that,
not getting their kit.
every time that there's every time there's a
Yeah.
photographer in the lobby of Comic-Con,
still
just make
have
sure you're
those.
standing in the front middle.
I know.
Yeah,
It's like,
gonna
somehow
bring it.
his is gonna get lost in the mail. I think.
I'm bringing a squirt gun. I'm bringing a squirt gun full of green slime, and I'm gonna slime you guys.
Cool.
remember
right in
like
David's
Nickelodeon
face.
slime, dude?
Yeah.
Did you ever want to go on the show and be slimed?
Yeah,
That was like the
of course.
that was like the cool thing, man. In Nickelodeon.
Getting
Guts.
slime.
Remember that show Guts, where you do like the
There's
mountain, whatever you do the obstacles. Do you remember that show?
Guts?
Guts. Do. You have it. Guts. Remember that? And then there was Global Guts. It was like people from different countries were against each other.
There was
Dude, and then you win a piece of the mountain. It was called like the Crag something.
yeah.
Can you do that rendition again, Sean? I missed it.
No, that was it. He's gonna have to go back for that one.
I think we found our
wants it.
after credits clip.
Clip.
Wow.
I'm just gonna
There
come
was
in
a
a bucket.
there
of
was a
green
website before. I think it was on Reddit, but they had a database of every person that had been slimed on Nickelodeon because it's an honor. It was
That
like
was
an
the
honor
show.
to get
yeah.
slimed.
That was the show when you were a
Yeah.
kid.
used to
You
do it at
wanted
the
you wanted to
awards.
go on that show.
Yeah.
Get slimed. I wonder if it tastes like.
I wonder what
lemon.
it tasted like.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Green
Both-
apple.
Both
It's
said it at the
apple.
same time.
It's green.
green apple, like
Yeah,
sour
it's
apple.
green. Yeah, it's that Dave Chappelle joke where he's like, "I want that purple stuff." That's
I
great.
imagine it tastes like
Purple
corn
drank.
syrup.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It tastes like corn syrup.
Cough
Maybe.
syrup.
Yeah.
Hey, Raimi.
Hey, Steven.
We're being hailed. This encryption's new. This might take a while.
Okay, well, since we just did this show like on Friday and it is now Tuesday, we're doing it. There actually is not a lot of news that has happened in the meantime. But I did want to dig into one thing because if we were to wait for the next show, it would be too late. So this is the last week, basically next Monday at like I think it's like 9 p.m. Pacific time, is the end of the Hasbro HasLab for the Cantina. So right now we're sitting at 6,940 backers. It's not met the goal yet.
No.
So I think we've got 1,000 to go, and they'll crank up the PR machine between now.
It'll
and then.
hit that, right?
I think they'll hit it, but I don't know if they're going to get into the stretch goals.
I'm surprised it hasn't.
I know everybody's been clamoring for this thing forever. So again, there's two price
so
points.
elaborate.
There's the set that you basically see in the picture that's here, which is at for $399, and then there's another.
What's
There's
the
a
deluxe?
deluxe. Okay, so you basically get 3 more of these bays
Okay.
because these are all modular and they snap together. You get 3 more plus the appropriate furnishings to go with them.
Okay, so you get extra pods.
Yeah, there's you get 3 more pods plus
Big
tables and chairs and drink cups and couches and whatever the different
That's
parts
so
are.
rad.
So you get with it. So here's a good picture. Like you see, this is the base kind of version, and then this is the extra stuff that you get. Like there's an archway,
Oh, I
3
see.
pods, and
So
on all
you
the
could bring that
furnishings part.
in.
And you can basically make the whole thing
Kinda
double-sided
complete
then.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I
That's
got-
awesome.
I mean, you got to imagine though, like people are hurting financially right now,
Yeah.
and so that's got to be taking a
Yep.
toll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
I don't know.
$500, dude.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money, man.
I ain't got
At-
it.
Yeah, with the stretch goals, and I want to come back. So it comes with some figure. Oh wait, this sticker sheet's rad. I want this sticker sheet. Like I'm not spending $400 for the sticker sheet, but I would pay money for that sticker sheet. There's some cool stuff on there.
Just make some, right?
Print
You can just
screen.
make that.
Yeah, I know. Shh. But like, there's like a couple of these, but like this poster right here, this was artwork that was used in Rebels, as like because they had a whole line of like propaganda art that was.
Wow. So you
that
can
went with
post that up
Rebels. You
in the
can put that up.
Cantina?
They're all little stickers that you can put on things. Like you can put a Sabak game on one of the tables.
No
and
droids.
it's the right size. Yeah.
I
No
love
Jawas
it.
even.
It's so cool. Yeah.
No Jawas.
So it comes with Wooer, as he's the bartender, and I want to come back to the Tonica sisters in a minute. So it also comes with the Tonica sisters, but then the stretch goals. If you get to 11,000 backers, which again I don't know if we'll make it to any of these, based on where we're at right now. But you'll get Greedo. At 14,000, you'll get Nabrun leads, however you say it. And then you get where's this guy's name again?
Wolfie.
It's Wolfman, basically. Yeah, exactly. So
It's
and that's
Teen Wolf.
at
Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf.
17,000. Yeah.
He does
Now-
Gonna dunk the ball on you, bro.
These 3 figures would be made available on the main line, but the card backs are unique to the HasLab. So if you get them through this, then you're only going to get those card backs. The Wooer, same thing. Now the Tonica sisters, they are only available in this set. They will never be released separately. So, and I did a little digging and I got all the history here. Okay. So
Ooh.
everybody's wanted the Tonica sisters forever because Hasbro's consistently released all the Cantina denizens throughout the years, and the Tonica sisters. Not only were they never part of the lineup, but like you'd ask Hasbro about it, and they'd get kind of cagey and dodge the questions. So they would, at most, if you got somebody sort of off the record, they would just say, "Well, for reasons that we can't get into, those 2 characters are off the table. We can't touch them." So the 2 the 2 actresses that portrayed them, and they're not actually sisters in real life. So it's Angela Staines and Christine Hewitt were their names. So Angela Staines. So apparently what happened is in real life, Lucasfilm lost the paperwork that they had originally signed back in the day that gave them the rights to use their likenesses. So in order to produce any merchandise with their likenesses on it, they had to go back and get them to sign it again. So Angela Staines, which is one of the 2 sisters, in 2017, she did her first interview for the Cantina Chatter podcast. That she'd never done any kind of press or anything about her involvement in the show, but at the time she disclosed that Lucasfilm had lost that paperwork that would have given them the rights to do anything with their, and they had asked them to sign it again. They basically drafted up new contracts and they said, "Hey, listen, this is just we lost the original paperwork. Will you sign this again?" In the meantime, so Angela had decided that she wasn't sure if the compensation was commensurate with like what she was getting. All she asked for, supposedly, was she just wanted one of whatever it was they were going to make. She just wanted so if they're going to make an action figure, she just wanted an action figure, like one of them. She didn't feel it was necessary for her to have to pay for something with her own likeness on it. That's all she was asking for. Sounds fair, right?
I mean, I would, yeah. Assume.
But they couldn't reach an agreement on that for whatever reason, and so she didn't sign it. Christine Hewitt, who had played the other sister, had already agreed to sign the new replacement release and did sign it before she passed away back in 2007. So actually, all of this is was being told kind of after the fact. Then in 2018, Angela Staines did another interview with a blogger, and it came up again, and she admitted that she had done a little bit of homework and she realized how much people wanted those 2 action figures. And she said that if she was approached again, she would sign it this time and not worry about it. And so that person told Hasbro at the following San Diego Comic-Con. So this is just like some blogger in the toy community told Hasbro. Hasbro turned around and told Lucasfilm, and Lucasfilm finally closed the loop. So
and she said, "I want $1 million."
Yeah,
she's like, "I want 2 now."
No, I'm pretty sure she just signed it as is. It would have stated that they were already paid for their time, and they were already paid for all of this. They were compensated at the time back in '77 or whatever, and that's all they were going to get.
Like,
how about you send me one toy?
Make Cantina.
Let me have a toy. One.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll send her one although you're never going to be able to buy it. That's the trick, is you can't get it separate from the play set. So these 2 figures are theoretically never going to see the light of day outside of this play set.
How much time is left for that?
6 days.
Monday night at like 9 p.m. Pacific.
You think they'll make it? They need 1,000 more?
Yeah, they'll make it. But I got an armchair quarterback. Some feelings here about this.
Do it.
Why didn't Hasbro align this to end after San Diego Comic-Con? Because that Hasbro's going to have it on display at their booth.
Yep.
I mean, if they're really trying to
Instead
maximize,
of just rubbing it in, right? Like,
Yeah, like
Well,
just
depends on
just
6
imagine,
days, yeah.
just imagine if it doesn't fund, which I'm sure it will. Just imagine
then
if
it'll
it doesn't
display.
fund and then it's on display. Like I think it was Celebration Anaheim. They had the Riva lightsaber on display,
Oh yeah.
and that thing bombed. Right,
I mean, they still roll out that Black Series Rancor that never made it.
right.
Like
That
that's
never
made it
made
into
it.
multiple
I'm
Comic
like,
Con
if this,
displays.
if they really wanted to hit the maximum tier on this and just sell as many as they could, just it was a matter of 2-3 weeks. Like,
You know what they should have
Well-
done? Is the Cantina, the Mos Eisley Cantina, and the Rancor together. Tatooine playset.
Well, but the Rancor was Black Series, and this is vintage scale.
Well, and-
So the two different scales. Although
Oh,
honestly,
the Black Series. Oh,
honestly, the Black Series Rancor is probably closer to being accurate because they play with the scales a little bit on those. big
Sure.
things.
well, and
So,
they blew it with the Rancor too, right? Because it was before Book of Boba, and if they
yeah.
probably would have waited, like,
yeah.
it's another thing. See,
So the other thing,
I gotta
timing.
coordinate these things.
but keep
don't
in mind,
think
I know
they
they
could do
need
that.
to check with us is really
Cheaper
what they
than
need.
nothing.
They need to
Who's
have
managing the Outlook calendar at Hasbro? Come
we
on.
should give him tips and show him how to do production meetings. 'Cause
Yep.
God,
Yep.
then it would have came with a
Ours is
a
solid.
Boba that can ride on it.
Dude,
Yeah.
stretch
Right.
We would
goals?
That
we
could
would have
been a stretch
included
goal, right?
we would included an interchangeable Steven head to go on that.
Oh yeah, easy.
We've got the assets. Keep in mind, this was originally
got the
slated.
assets.
Hasbro planned to release this on May the 4th, and there were some delays in
Yeah.
their timing, and they weren't actually able to do it right away. So it was late getting released. So I think they planned for this to be long since done before Comic-Con, and it just because of timing it collided.
Is that cheaper too than usual for those big HasLab things?
A little, but this is actually not as big as some of the other Hasbro things that they've like the
This
Ghost.
just is a
The
lot of
Ghost is
stuff.
massive, for example.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
and they also the only other thing I have on this, they did a behind the scenes video, which kind of shows them producing the prototype. It's got some neat, like there's some little, you can see how they paint them and how they kind of hand sculpt some of the stuff, and so I figured we'd play that.
And then how to play with it.
So awesome.
Wow.
That's a tough one to display too.
So
You gotta
sick.
like build
Yeah.
a thing for it really, or have a big shelf or something. Whereas like one of the ships or something, you just kind of plop it
Thing's
wherever. You know?
huge, man.
Yeah. Whereas the ship is a piece of furniture, this is at least a shelf. Especially, honestly, like for displayability, this is actually better to buy the. I shouldn't be saying this if I'm trying to help Hasbro, but to buy this the regular version, because then you're literally able to look in the one side of it if it's on a shelf. Whereas if you buy the other half, you'd be enclosing it and really only be able to get into it from above. So playability wise, the deluxe is better, but if you're going to display it, the regular one's probably.
I love the bartender's chest hair. Where what's
Yeah.
his name?
Where-
Yep. It's all little curlies. It's kind of cool.
So that is actually it for the news.
I don't know if I can back this one. I already backed
You're not-
the Jabba's palace.
You're gonna back it. You back them all.
Back it up, dude.
Back it up.
I'm gonna wait on the Ghost, sit on it, flip it.
Yeah,
Is that shipping soon? The Ghost?
I hope so.
No idea.
I would hang it from your ceiling with fishing line.
Dude, it's
That's what I
like
used to do with models. I used to do like
No, but
planes and
it's-
helicopters and stuff, and I would hang them
it's
from my
heavy
ceiling
though.
with
It's like
fishing line.
this big.
Yeah, it's fine. Fishing line, man.
Let's get some. Yeah, let's get some height. Yeah,
Yeah, some 50 weight.
50 pounder. 50 pounder.
Yeah. You can do it with a cat too.
Is that Battle
Fishing
Cat?
line and-
Dude, make He-Man Battle Cat armor. That'd be kind of cool. Put it on the.
There you
cat.
go.
Battle Cat.
Yeah, she hasn't made an appearance on the show for a few weeks, so she wanted to come
Back
say
it
hi.
up, Terry. Right.
Battle Cat.
Back it up. Back it up.
Cat.
I must be honest here. It is so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend picking one up.
What was that?
I love that intro.
So choice.
So choice.
So for this week's Maker's Choice,
So
I have a an item here that's very special to me. It's something that kind of encompasses my beginnings of even getting into Star Wars, but it is came in this. Well, it didn't come in this case, but this case was provided to me by New Hope Workshop. And New Hope, Jason over at New Hope Workshop, who's that's his Instagram, and that's also his Etsy. New Hope Workshop.
He's the same guy who produced the Spirit of Chandrila lightsabers. For those who remember a few episodes ago, me and Raimi were talking about the sabers we did.
So I have here a KR Sabers Graflex Luke Skywalker lightsaber in the New Hope configuration.
The original lightsaber.
This is the first time that anyone in the world had seen a lightsaber, and it was because of this one.
Sick.
And so the saber itself, the hilt itself, came from KR Sabers, which is the saberarmory.com. Internally, it has a Profi board. And the coolest thing about this is if you undo the little latch here and open it like this, you get access to it. And I'll flip this on really quick.
An elegant weapon.
And this comes out because it has crystal reveal chamber.
Jeez, dude. I love that's all that's inside there. You don't even see it.
I know.
Yeah.
And Jason, Jason is just, I mean, we already know he's an awesome guy and like to hang out with and stuff, but as an installer,
he's high quality.
He is the highest quality. He remained in constant communication with me. He kept asking me like at every stage of the build how I wanted the board programmed. And every time he'd give me an option or a choice, I was just like, dude, you decide. Like, I trust you. And
so good.
I told him a little bit about why I wanted this saber as opposed to any of the other ones. Because this obviously is, it's special in any Star Wars collection to have the saber. But he did some cool stuff to it, and I just want to show off a little bit. I won't show everything off, but he did the twist.
Wow.
Like gesture control.
Twist to turn off. He added some different sound fonts on here, so that was the Luke Skywalker. I think I missed lining up the board here. Give me a moment. Yeah, I missed lining up the board. He's probably yelling at the screen right now.
He's like, "Stop doing that!
What are you doing?
You idiot! I told you not to take that out."
Uh-oh, I think I broke it.
You broke it.
He's gonna put his. Oh my god!
Don't look down the barrel.
Oh my god! Did I just break this? No.
I'm sure you didn't break it.
Did you didn't put the battery in backwards, did you? That's the only thing that could have done it. You never even took the battery out. You just
No,
flipped
but
the
I,
switch.
something
You're
something
fine,
just
you're
came
fine.
out.
Something
Just came
What
out
do you
of it.
mean? What do you mean something came out?
The crystal.
Something came out that's not
Crystal.
supposed to come out.
What is it? Show us.
Black, like a black piece.
A black.
Oh God, I don't know what I'm doing. He's yelling at me. I can feel it.
You've got some
Oh my
splaining
God.
to do. What happened?
This black piece is. Oh, I'm supposed to screw that in. Hold on,
Hey, screw it in, Steven.
one moment.
At least the part that you don't see lights up on the
Live.
inside.
Yeah, live on air, bro.
Are you okay?
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Fixed it?
So you can change it. So if you hold it upside down, it'll go back
Father's lightsaber.
to Luke, and then if
This is the weapon of the
Wait, I want to know what fell out.
the thing that holds the crystal chamber, and then it does Vader,
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
does Luke green,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
which is a different blue. Got that crackling orange.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them.
Oh my
All against
God.
them.
Anakin.
Slaughtering kids.
Take a seat.
Do you have a blade, Steven?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, he does.
Oh, cool. Okay, good.
it's one of those. What do you call these? Neopixel.
It's a,
Neo
it's, a
pixel
pic-
blades.
it's a pixel stick blade, John. So it's the high density.
Surrender or face the consequences.
Ahsoka. Kylo Ren.
The blade.
Oh, this one's cool.
Oh, Townsend.
The
What
blade.
the hell's in? It's
Oh.
probably green, right?
So
But it's really cool. It has like a really
pixel
It's,
stick,
uh,
is that a new NeoPixel technology?
I think it's just what KR calls his blades.
Oh.
There's supposedly
there's
like more pixels per, like there's slightly more pixels on the blade for those ones.
Are you sure?
Thought so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many more?
It's beeping now. I don't know what.
They're,
it is.
they're
You broke
supposed
Yeah,
to-
you
they're
probably
supposed to be lighter.
Broke
you
it
held
again.
it too long. It's probably the volume.
I mean, that's usually what happens to me too.
Oh man.
We're having
Hold it.
performance
What
issues.
do
When you hold
doing?
it too long, yeah. Nate, Youngling Slayer 2000.
Meow.
Oh, here we
We
go.
need to
intermission again.
give you a crash course, Steven.
I should have
lightsaber
read the
usage.
instructions.
Yeah,
Mm.
especially on that thing. It's like they gave you the keys to Ferrari and you've never driven stick before.
It's making music now.
I love that Obi-Wan.
No, just
What?
turn it off from the main thing on the chassis. Just kill
Yeah,
switch
if
it.
if you turn it off and back on, it'll reset it.
Just
Just
leave
bang it on the desk a couple of times.
And then of course it
It
does.
does a hammer.
Pull the battery out, blow on it.
Just
put
throw
back
it
in.
out over a island into the water.
Gotta have that.
Yeah, cool. We can't
hear very well
but,
because
you
you're
know.
not pointed. The audio's not
Oh.
pointing the mic. So
Jason
the
said-
speaker on the saber's at the bottom there.
Jason says hold the aux for a few seconds and then release it. He's texting me.
It's fun watching you play with your saber.
Steven,
I mean-
just kill switch it, bro.
We can't hear anything. There's no light
Yeah, you're
coming
not
out
even.
of it.
Yeah. No blade, no
I just
sound.
love Steven's joy right now, man. Let him have some joy.
Oh, look at that.
Wow,
That's cool.
So you got a saber with fonts on it.
Dude, doesn't Steven look like he's like tapping into his child?
He looks like one of his
childhood
kids.
youth
One of
right
his
now?
one of
He's
his.
so
own
happy.
kids.
He's so happy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna show you. The green light. Hold on.
It's an elegant weapon for a more civilized time.
I am a Jedi. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Master Skywalker,
Take a seat.
surrender or
The blade. Oh, Townsend.
Oh,
Nice. Whoa.
Oh,
that
that's
light.
right. It's the blade of Talzin. Your mic's not picking up all the audio, Steven, so we're not hearing a lot of the.
Oh no, I want you to see the green, but
Yeah.
it's getting blown out.
No, it looks good.
Is it
It,
like,
like-
humming? Yeah.
It
I
looks
see
like
it.
it's coming off in waves, like almost like
Rad.
flames would, but it's green. Yeah, that one looked cool when he showed us that.
It looks good.
It's beautiful.
It's got the Millennium Falcon mode in it too, which I thought was rad.
Anyway, I just hope that my excitement, my joy, my glee for this thing is coming across.
It is.
Because like it's like he says in the intro to this, it is so choice. And I highly recommend, if you have the means, to pick one up. No matter where you get your saber parts from, definitely want to reach out to Jason at New Hope Workshop, because the work he does is incredible.
And you need to point out, though, this saber you're showing off is like super high end. It is not a dropship TXQ or whatever, mass produced item. These are replicas.
Oh, you can't buy that at Disneyland?
You cannot buy this at
Galaxy's Edge.
And you can't buy it on Facebook or Instagram. No one's going to send you this.
Dang.
It's very high end. That.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's out when you swing that, baby.
You should have them add, "This is so choice" to your soundboard.
That would be cool. Or the dad font. Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. And if anyone needs to get a hold of him, like I said, New Hope Workshop on Instagram or on Etsy.
That's cool.
Nice.
Heck yeah, Jason.
You get it.
Way to go, Steven.
Is there an echo in here?
Yes,
What?
I'm Echo.
Okay. This week's brought to you by the Star Wars Dad Jokes book by Kelly Knox. So a Wookiee got a really bad haircut. He was infuriated, and there's a picture. The picture is pretty funny.
Nice.
Oh, was that the joke?
Yes.
That was the joke. I'm reading through there. I should have pre-read some of these.
I went to go buy some camouflage pants yesterday.
Oh, I said that one before, but
Couldn't find any.
What's the joke about the fish again?
Something about why how's it a fancy
sophisticated?
Sophisticated.
I got a fish one. Okay, why did the Mon Calamari give the Rebel fleet their ships? Because they're not shellfish.
I can attest. Yeah.
I got another fish one. This one's got a visual aid. So what do you call Admiral Akbar wearing a tuxedo?
A trap?
He's sophisticated.
Damn.
Damn, he looks good.
It looks like that's it.
That joke's been played.
He's pimping.
What did the snail say when it was riding on the turtle's back?
Slow down.
Wee.
Why couldn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
Why? He was stoned?
He was too far out, man.
Oh no. That sucks.
Oh man. What do you call an illegally parked frog?
Ribbit.
Toad.
I've said that one before, actually.
Did you?
Is there an echo in here?
Yes,
What?
I'm Echo.
We're just repeating jokes at this point.
Okay.
There's only so many.
We got to expand outside of dad jokes into just funny jokes.
We could. I don't think we get to make up the rules. So.
Well,
sure.
we're repeating dad jokes, so
I think they've got to be corny. Like the punchline's got to be kind of like.
Got to be dad themed, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you are going to be sticking around for the Acolyte episode review, that's going to come ahead in the show right after we sign out here. But guys, it's time for our Instagram giveaway. Let's go ahead and do this raffle here.
Oh,
Let me pull
now?
up the hold this.
John
All
thought
right,
we were
real quick.
done.
I was like, I'm out of here. Oh,
Wait,
my
no,
goodness.
that's not it. That's not it. Hold on.
What is that?
Send us those
Hold on.
files.
What are
dude.
those?
Hold on,
I need a
hold on.
mini
God,
Steven. I'm gonna make a
dude.
keychain.
I want a necklace with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a chrome. Steve.
Chrome
All right.
Steven.
So we're using Simpliers, whatever.
What?
To pay for this, because there's
Did
like
it pay?
there's some bots that got into the giveaway and they're trying to be unfair. So I had to pay for a service that could like filter all that crap out.
Wow.
Anyway, okay, so I took the Instagram website here, the link, pasted it into this program. Let's see, we're going to change the rules here. So Dad Batch giveaway, 1 winner, no substitutes. All you have to do was tag how many people?
Wasn't it 3?
God. Tag 3 friends. We didn't include phrases. Unique users only. Advanced rules here. You got to be following Dad Batch Pod and Official Sabers Pro. Don't have to have any of these. You got to have at least. You got to be a real account. So you got to have some posts.
What about actually? But what about people that like just use Instagram to follow other people?
Well, did they enter?
Did I remove minimum
Not-
post count?
Not everybody posts on Instagram.
One
So-
post.
God.
I got to make sure it's a real account.
Yeah, one post, I guess. Bots make posts.
That's true, huh? Okay, I'll remove that.
Who is this Ari person?
And we'll hit
Yeah,
next.
what now?
We are making a little preparation. 291 entries.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
New contest.
Hit it.
It will take less than 1 minute to receive the
Oh
entries.
God.
Getting comments will be starting soon.
Getting comments.
All comments received. Entries completed.
Oh wow, look at that.
Okay, result links. Blah blah blah. Start contest.
Oh my God.
You guys want to do a countdown of? Let's do it 9 seconds. It's episode 99.
This is complicated.
Should we do a 99-second countdown?
No.
No.
Just a 9 second.
0.9 second countdown.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stara_Plum. Congratulations. You are the
Plum.
winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sarah Plum.
Sarah Plum.
Where you at?
Messaging you. Congratulations. We'll be messaging you. You will be receiving the lightsaber. Balin Skull lightsaber. Congratulations.
Skull.
Wow.
Very cool.
Wow.
Balin.
Congratulations.
That was cool.
Sarah Plum.
We should give away more stuff.
No.
We should.
Not right now. I'm just saying, like,
Not tonight. Yeah.
Anyway,
the
Steph,
future.
Another,
That's
another
good.
time.
it's always nice making someone's day. Oh yes,
Yeah.
thank you, Steph. I still have a raffle for a Darksaber. There's only a few more spots left. Woo.
Oh yeah, get in on that.
oh yeah, I guess yeah. If you
And-
didn't
and-
win the lightsaber tonight, go on
And
Brian's
people don't
Instagram.
know that lightsaber is super rare. They don't make them anymore. I don't even know if the guy's in business anymore. It's like a V1 of a really limited run. If you can get on there because it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really expensive too.
And where's that at? That's at Brian's account?
That's
At
on my
Brian's
system.
post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a few more spots left. $20 with a blade too, and people charge outrageous.
Yeah,
amounts.
it's a crazy.
For
And you
those
could
blades.
gut it. What I would do is gut it, put a
Yeah.
NeoPixel setup in it, and
Yep.
then go to town.
But that blade is like, it's a special Darksaber blade too, right? Like it's not even.
I made it, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Darksaber blade.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Custom.
but I mean,
Custom 1 of 1.
I'd put a NeoPixel setup in there.
All right, guys. Acolyte spoilers in 3, 2.
But an acolyte kills without a weapon. An acolyte kills the dream.
Acolyte. Or chaos.
An acolyte.
An acolyte.
We're just gonna do the whole show like this, right?
Skinny dipping.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this
An
episode
acolyte.
review. This
An
week's
acolyte.
episode review is
Skinny
The
dips.
Acolyte, Season 1, Episode 6, Teach Corrupt. This episode aired today, July 2nd, 2024. This episode was directed by Hanel M. Culpepper, written by Jason Mikulev, Jocelyn Bio, Leslie Headland, with music written by Michael Abels, with a Disney Plus description. On a distant island, unsettling questions about identity and destiny arise. Gentlemen, we just watched this episode right before we started the pod. We were able to watch it together, but I didn't get anyone's impressions of the episode. I'm eager to hear what you guys think. Let's start with John. What were your impressions of this week's episode?
Trying to remember. Well, I mean, half the episode was us yelling at Soul to realize that May was not OSHA. And you're like, how does this guy not understand? How does he not see it?
Force powers aren't that strong, I guess.
Well, because at the end of the last episode, he's like, May was like, she's gone. Let's go. And he's just like, oh, okay. It's like, what? No. Like that's. Oh man.
But we should have followed the Badger. The Badger knew. But
or maybe we don't know that he wasn't faking it the whole time, but it seemed like it seemed like he was pretty convinced. He gave her a big hug. I don't know if he gave her a hug because he knew it was May. So I don't know. It was a bit confusing, but for the most part, it seemed like he had no idea, and that was kind of like you're yelling at the TV. And then Venestra, her saber. We finally got to see her saber whip, which was I was expecting more. I don't know. It was a quick whoosh, and she was done. That was cool, I guess. But she's like trying to figure out how to cover everything up, pretty much, it seems. And I don't know. I don't like her. Something's fishy.
Do you think that she thinks it's Soul?
Well, no. I think she knows more than she's leading on. And so, because Soul's like, I'm going to the High Republic or whatever, to the High Council. I'm going to go and, he like turned all his comms off and everything right as they show up, and he took off, whatever. I'm not sure. I don't know. That island. So I talk about that island for a minute. That apparently OSHA wakes up on, and Kamir is there, kind of nonchalantly walking around and doing his thing. Kind of weird.
Unknown planet.
Unknown planet, which seems like it's Octo from The Last Jedi.
It's unknown planet, John. It said it.
Or not The Last Jedi, The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I don't know. It's unknown planet, I guess. But this was a long time ago, so you never know. But that cortosis vein that is kind of just sitting there in wherever Kamir is living in some cave. So he has like unlimited access essentially. So maybe we might see more armor, because if he made the helmet and the little gauntlet, he might have more, or he might make more. I don't know. I just thought of that. Like he might be like, okay, I need to, beef up my security a little bit. But and OSHA being over there with him, she's kind of giving into his manipulation a bit, and she's letting him get the best of her mentally, I guess. He's obviously trying to manipulate her, and she's falling right into the trap. But I don't know. This episode was not as strong as the last one, but I could still take it with a grain of salt and enjoy it for what it's worth. And it's fine. It was okay. It wasn't terrible.
Joe?
How many episodes we have left? 2 more?
2 more.
Okay. I feel like I'm waiting for something. That's how I feel when I watch these episodes.
Dark
Like, I'm
side
waiting for
Pip.
something, and here comes something that's going to be. This is what I've been waiting for, and I just haven't had that moment yet. So I'm still waiting. Maybe 2 more episodes, it'll all come together. So still watching. We almost saw butt cheeks. We almost saw our first butt cheeks in Star Wars.
Oh God!
What do you mean? Oh
Almost.
God, dude? That was amazing. Dude,
Almost,
he's like
dude.
flexing.
Come on!
All the Asians are like Asian representation.
I don't want to talk about what I don't like. So whatever.
No, I mean, hey man, I'm sure
Dude, we almost got Star Wars butt cheeks. I mean,
you almost got Sith booty on screen.
Slap them cheeks.
I mean,
hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass this
Next.
week. I'm just gonna.
No, straight up.
I'm just gonna pass.
Oh, it's on me. Yeah, I like the Cortosis cave. That was cool.
we almost saw a Sith cave, but we didn't. So.
Someone is saying it's on October because of no porgs, but this is hundreds of years ago. Those little birds that were there might have become, or mated with something to become porgs. You never know.
Well, they had those little beasts
birds.
that would the other ones.
The milky ones that Luke drinks the milk from.
Milky,
Yeah,
the milky one.
But they're
green-
babies.
That's where green milk comes from.
But they're babies. Yeah.
Pip with the red eyes was kind of hokey. But I guess so was the droid in Kenobi, right? It's like a droid gets red eyes, 3PO gets red eyes, and all
It's
of a sudden
bad. Yeah.
they're bad droids. So that yeah. I actually liked Basil in this episode. I didn't think I was gonna like that character at all. But
he
he's
seems to have more wherewithal than Force users. But
He's the most aware. Yeah.
Soul is frustrating me because like I'm wanting to root for this guy, but it's like I don't know. There's just something holding me back from rooting for him.
Well, he's still trying to tell his story, but it keeps being drawn out to the next episode.
He's had like 50 chances to tell that story this season.
Yeah, just say it already.
And every time he's about to say it, he's like, "Oh, the lights are out. Let me go fix these lights."
Yeah, like it's dragging on in not a good way. Like just say it already. Like we're oh sorry, Daisy. Here.
Oh, should give me a hug.
I don't know. It just felt it felt like a filler episode. But I don't like using that word filler because we've established on other shows that every episode has meaning.
It adds to something.
There's something
right?
there. Yeah, there's something there.
And that's what I mean.
The
Like, maybe the last episode it'll all come together.
I do believe that this was the episode that is explaining to us what the seduction of the dark side means, and not in the way that Chimere was taking off his clothes and we were going to see Sith booty.
There's double meaning there, yeah.
I mean, when I refer to this seduction of the dark side, it's he's really like when he had when Osha had the saber to Chimere's chest, and he was like, why did the Jedi? He's really pushing her, like, why did the Jedi leave? Why did you leave the Jedi? Why did you leave the Jedi? And she finally she gives in to all those dark side emotions, and then we finally, we see her put on the helmet at the end of the episode, which was, I mean, I think we've all had that moment when we put on a helmet and we're just like sitting there like.
Do you think though her nose is smashed like it is when we put on some of these helmets?
It looks like a big helmet, dude.
No, dude, that helmet was giant.
Looks huge. All her hair fits in there. It's
yeah.
a big helmet.
Does it stink?
Chimere looks a little stinky.
Smells like dead Jedi.
No, he just took a bath.
I mean, he just took a bath, right?
Oh,
So at least we know that he's got.
But the
some
helmet
form
looks
of
dirty.
hygiene.
But he didn't clean the helmet, did he?
I mean, are you gonna come in here with me? Take a bath with me?
Or are you gonna let me put
Fear or desire?
Just gonna move away.
Is that
from
your
him.
weapon, or are you happy to see me?
I can't wait till Joe has his Chimere costume for Comic Con.
When's the last time you held one of these?
Are you doing Octo Chimere or are you doing Forest Chimere?
Octobath.
Octobath?
Smiley.
No,
Octobath scene.
not happening.
Where are you gonna clip the badge
Present
on, dude?
bath scene.
Okay, so I feel like this. I feel like they want us to believe that this is Octo. They didn't. It was unknown planet. I feel like they would have given us a name if the name wasn't significant. So I like those little those little things were that they kind of look like little mini versions, like you said, of the green milk. I think they called them the sirens or whatever. So maybe they're some ancestor of those. I mean, in that room, like when Rey, in what I guess is the Last Jedi, Rey kind of goes down into that cave, like the pit, and like that's a dark place down there, whatever, and has the whole mirror thing with the snapping fingers and everything. Yeah. What if that is just Chimere's room? Like that's where he was. Like we don't know what is still yet to happen in this place. So
get out of my room.
It could be. It could be that. One thing that I didn't mention in the news because I figured I'd bring it up here is at the end of the last episode, we noticed there was a musical beat, which was Kylo Ren's theme song. And Leslie Headland did come out in the meantime and address that. And she said that there is significance there, but she couldn't say why. So, I mean, and we know that this guy, Chimere, is old, supposedly. We don't know how old he's old.
Apparently, yeah. He was a Jedi a long time ago.
Right. So we don't know who his master was or who might remember him or anything. I mean, I think Venestra's
or is he the Prime
Venestra's
Jedi?
a little sus.
I just realized, is he the Prime Jedi?
Okay, so someone pointed out to me the Prime Jedi artwork that's on the floor.
I pointed that out.
It was you. Yeah. The Prime Jedi artwork. I didn't take credit for it. I said someone.
You said someone random. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some insignificant person pointed out to me that the artwork on the floor in The Last Jedi was like beaded and like very much
macaroni
like
art. We've already talked about this.
Yeah, the tattoos that are on
bean art.
No, but it's very reminiscent of the birthmark, or not the birth, but the marking on Mother.
Not Mother Talzin.
Anasea, and May have, right?
Yeah,
it's very reminiscent of that.
And they all did. So maybe that is where, maybe May is actually Osha is the origin of that piece of art that's later on Octu. I don't know. It was a good observation. Whoever said it was probably pretty smart.
I'm sure we'll find out more in season 2. Oh, wait.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got 2 episodes left, and I think we've got a lot of answers. Venestra is definitely sus. Like there's something going on.
There's something up with that lady. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody in the chat.
It's not easy being green.
Like, what if Venestra is the one that gave Chimere that scar on his back with the whip? Like what if that's the story? Like because they drew attention to this, like, and they talked about it. And again, nothing happens.
Where'd you get that scar?
So there's some significance to the scar that we will find out the answer.
And they showed her using the saber whip too. So yeah,
whip it good. I
think that's a great.
Yeah, it was Pocket that said that. So good call. I like that theory.
There you go. Nice. Didn't realize.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us today. If you enjoyed listening, feed that algorithm and leave a 5-star review on your podcast app. Be sure to include that cake emoji in the review.
Cake.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit like, subscribe, ring that bell, all the YouTube stuff. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can be entered in to win an Alpha Ignition helmet of your choice, casted by the Dad Batch and painted by our very own tech.badbatch, Joe Lara. You can follow me at stevie.kicks on Instagram, sometimes X and Threads, and I guess the TikToks. Gentlemen, let the listeners know where they can find you. John?
Alpha Ignition on the socials, San Diego Comic-Con with the boys, and all that jazz.
And Brian?
Dad Batch Pod.
And Joe?
Dad Batch Pod as well.
And Raimi.
So you can find me at thedadbatch.com and offtherackrebellion.com, which just goes to dadbatch.com. Just a heads up. So Kate and Billy, because they were on vacation, took last weekend off, but we did another recording session this morning, and we've got some new episodes coming your way. So those will kick off again starting this Sunday.
Nice.
Thank you, Steph.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to episode 99, the Dad Batch Podcast. This concludes season 2. Be sure to tune in next month for season 3. We hope you join us in San Diego for our live 100th episode. Until next time, enjoy your spice responsibly.
So creepy, dude. Believe.
Look at that thing.
Oh my God.
His facial expression too. Were you sniffing something gnarly?
Farted.
You're like this.
Even CA glue exploded.
That's crazy. And happy birthday, Brian. Again.
Old balls.
Officially.
Old